Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I'm Ken Ochonogo. How do you celebrate Real Madrid? How do you celebrate Carlo Ancelotti? How do you celebrate the men who have turned the Champions League into a farmers' league? I think somebody probably would maybe, I don't know when, but we should transfer that to get how many teams that have participated in the Champions League. We also look at how many teams have won the Champions League. And where one team has won it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And some are still even thinking of winning it once. But for that club that has won it, when you leave 15, the next team is not 14. It is not 13. It is not 12. It is not 11. It is not 10. It is not 8. It is not 9. 7. So, Real Madrid, 15. AC Milan, 7. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 1 Jara. You move down from 7 to 6. And okay, fine. Are we seeing Bayern? Are we seeing Liverpool? And he said, multiply that by 2, and you have 12. Then half, 2 and a half, before you get 15. It's not fair. Barcelona, the biggest team in Spain after Real Madrid, 5, multiplied by 3, before you have 15. How fair is it? I wouldn't have Manchester United. You have to multiply by 5, the whole fingers. 3 times 5 before you get what Real Madrid had done. And then Carlo, the Don himself, the man who has won the league in five top leagues. The man says, here I am. Catch me if you can. Real Madrid, I think it's Barcelona. I said they're more than a club. But I tell you this, Real Madrid is more than a team. Let's celebrate excellence today as, I and my team. We look at what transpired during the season that has all culminated in Real Madrid picking their 15th UEFA Champions League title. Remember, they picked the first 5 when it started. And that is where I pity, how do I say, okay, I sympathize, not pity, with clubs like Chelsea. They, of course, they won it twice, but Chelsea won the league in 1955 in England. Chelsea would have been the first club to represent England at the Champions Cup then. Maybe they would have won it. But as then England said, what kind of tournament is that? Mickey Mouse tournament. We are not taking part. It is not. But right now, everybody is trying, begging to be part of the Champions League, not even the Champions Cup. That is how ideas get rooted. And then those who missed out or those who not believe will now be begging to be part of it. England never believed in the Champions League when it started. And that was why Chelsea missed out. As champions, they would have represented England in the maiden edition of the tournament. We move on, and we'll talk a little about boxing. Of course, Jimmy's in the house. And then it was all about Wilder. I asked him, why are we talking about Wilder? Why don't we talk about Zilezang? Why don't we talk about the 41-year-old? The man who knocked out Wilder. That they said, for Wilder, is it the end? Will it come back again? Does it have the passion? Does it have the heart? The fear factor? I don't know. In New York, it will be Nigeria, South Africa. We'll look at the table and we'll tell you where we are. Because right now, we are not first, we are not second. But then we need to top that table if we have any chance of going to the World Cup in 2026. What a party is going to be in America. Will Nigeria miss out? As we missed out, remember, one of these 6 years, I'm just getting it on my head now, those 6 years are not the years that culminated. I remember 1986, we didn't go to the AFCON. I remember 2006, we didn't go to the World Cup. And now again, we're again 2026, 20 years later, are we missing out? Is the 6 a jinx for us? No, it has to be broken. And if we want to do that, it will start from Uyo on the 7th of this month, right there at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium, where we face South Africa. They've always been our group. I don't know. One way or the other, teams just can't be lumped up. The way Arsenal always find Bayern Munich. I don't know whether there's anything they can do. They just go somewhere to the prayer house and say, next ballot, please and you are doing the draw, that luck shouldn't be ours. Shouldn't be ours. Okay. My guys are in the house. Jimmy's in the house. And then some of you will not remember him again. Okay. But Yemi is part of this house. He has always been and will always be. And then he's back from our wall. But we didn't give him that. We didn't give him that leave before he left. Our wall, you understand? Absence without leave. But he is back and then shining as usual. In his, I don't know because Real Madrid won his putting on right. Hello, Yemi, how are you?
Good afternoon, Kay. Good afternoon, viewers. As in good to be back on set. Real Madrid. What a day to be back on set, really. 15th, it's a record-extending title, really. Just like you said.
The record has been...
No. They're the one extending the record. The record has been broken.
The way the extension is...
breaking their own records. They keep breaking their own records. And for me, how they do it needs to be studied.
Yes.
Because you look at that first half, you look at that game, you feel Dortmund should have been probably 2-3 goals up in the first half and should have buried it. But just like they did with City in the quarterfinals, like they did with Bayern Munich in the semi-finals, they found a way back again in the finals. And that's why for Real Madrid, when it comes to the Champions League, I don't know what is it they give to them. I don't know what is it that tournament does to the players. They just dig deep and just find a way back. You remember in 2014, against at the Stadium of Light, against Atletico in Portugal.
Yes.
That
They
were already gone.
Yes.
Everybody felt, no, it was Atletico's year. Until Sergio Ramos came with that powerful header.
Skippo.
It was this same Ancelotti.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know. Look at the City game in the quarterfinal. City did everything right.
Everything they could.
Everything right.
But
Typical,
victory.
but victory. And Real dragged it onto the penalties and they got it. So the adventure in the Champions League needs to be studied. Then again, like you read out, okay, the most Champions League, blah, 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 blah. And I was actually looking for a particular club name.
Okay.
And I didn't find it.
Okay, let us ask.
I didn't find it.
Maybe you ask Jimmy.
How is Arsenal missing out here?
I love this. I like this picture. I love this.
You know, Ken,
I love this.
Five times winner.
winner.
Also twice as a player. When I talk about Real Madrid, I feel that it's absolutely spiritual, more spiritual than physical.
I think I agree with you.
You just look at it, you know, they are not the only ones actually.
Because
you look at
which players they actually have. You understand? I mean, you can look at the Luka Modric of that are putting from the but to the Toni Kroos at almost
exactly.
gone.
We didn't see when Benzema left. We were like, oh,
that was a striker again.
There had been a proper transitioning. So we are now talking of the team. You know, at a point we were talking about Benzema, what he had been able to do.
After Ronaldo left.
After Ronaldo left, Benzema had come. You now see Vinicius, you know, staking his claim to being the best footballer in the world at this point in time. You know, you just look at the establishment, and I say it is the biggest and the best sporting establishment. I'm not saying football establishment, though. What they have been able to achieve. You look at Al Ahly, for example, when it comes to the Champions League, they are almost unsurpassable. They are 40. And when you want to talk about athletes, just like Duplantis of pole vault, whatever he does, he keeps breaking his own record. That's exactly what Real Madrid does. They keep breaking their own records. They are unsurpassable when they get to... Just ensure they don't get into the final. Once they are there, it's almost forgotten. But you have to give all credit to Dortmund for what they have been able to do, the compactness of the, you know, the defense and the midfield. They really, really disturbed Real Madrid in the first half. Unfortunately, they couldn't, you know, convert that chance.
Real didn't even get a goal on them, a target in the first half. And I don't know what happened in the second half.
Yeah.
They came, started piecing it together until that goal from Dani Carvajal.
And that is what winners do.
That's what winners, that's what they do. They grind out.
It's not about the number of chances, it's about how exactly you convert the chances when they do come.
How many do you take?
And if you look at the dramatic personnel, look at, let's say, Jude Bellingham, for example.
Yeah.
Somebody that has had a very, very fantastic season. 23 goals in all
It was
tournaments.
relatively quiet
As in,
on the day.
on the night, apart from that, the assist to Vini for the second goal, he was relatively quiet. And Toni Kroos, magnificent, living on a high.
Yeah. When I was looking at that lineup, when I looked at the lineup and I saw Toni Kroos, and also Rudiger, and I saw Rudiger. See, players have a way of... The way Amunike came in with Zamalek that time.
Exactly.
And then they showed stores. You understand? No,
You started with Arsenal. Now you are going to solve. But they did.
did.
Was it
You know that?
93 or 94?
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
But when you will see players that will come and play against their, a club from their own nation.
Utaka also did it.
Yeah, I tell you, yes,
Yeah.
John Otaka.
Otaka,
And then, so when they come in, you just see maybe something else and say, I should be not recognize me, whatever I do. And they just do it. Sometimes players will leave one club, go to another club, and then I'm always, sometimes most managers intentionally play and say, this is your time.
This is your game, your time to shine.
Sometimes they will even drop them, preparing their mind, making them hungry for that particular occasion, and they deliver.
Look at the way Courtois was brought into this particular game.
Of course, because Lunin
was magnificent.
Lunin tried all he could, trying to
it's
get...
about the experience. Because I would think that the Dortmund players, they would be more comfortable against Lunin. I mean...
But Lunin was sick. He was sick before this. He was down because there was a video that he brought out. Even the wife that said, like, I'm training on my own. I can't train with you. This is the greatest match I believe I want to play in my life. And here I am not being able to, not ready, not being fit.
And on the night. And Casillas in 1998.
Yes,
yeah, when he broke, I think it was a bottle.
Casillas was actually the third goalkeeper. It was the third goalkeeper.
Exactly.
Casillas was injured. Why the other keeper had a card to rule him out, the red card. And they brought in this young man and said, look, just come in and be part of this.
And he never looked back from then on.
The rest people that
take the opportunity now.
What is this guy's? I'm trying to remember this Irish keeper, what is this his name? I remember his name.
Which of them?
Their national keeper. He was number one keeper for about 21, 22 years.
Yes, okay.
So, Pat Jennings.
Okay,
Pat Jennings.
Yeah.
So, I now ask myself, how many goalkeepers would have deputized for him during those years, hoping
to be number one?
and that reminds you of what Enyama practically did to the likes of Ejide. Although Ejide had his things here and there, but Enyama was there, it was constant. I think that he enjoyed his own stay more than even Rufai, because Rufai had Aloyagu, Bonabare,
and the likes
at
of
a
it.
point showroom.
But at any particular point in time, for that position,
if you have somebody there, why change?
Absolutely.
It's only when you want to move from Raya to Raya.
Exactly. That's what typically happens.
Anyway, when we open the lines, I mean, you guys will join us and you let us know how you feel about Real Madrid, how about Carlo Ancelotti. The good thing about the Don is like he just go and puff his imaginary cigar with his cap and whatever. I mean, devoid of controversies. He does his job, no trumpeting. He allows his results to speak for him. You have not seen him having a dressing room issue, having with this player, having this altercation. You take him to a VAT. If he doesn't achieve, the guy will come back. He goes, go to Chelsea, ask him to. Nobody will ever know that he was at Everton. He won to Chelsea. He walked away. He just went to where he went to. He went to Germany. He collected. He's still there.
He keeps speaking titles.
He went to France. He collected it. I mean, he came to England, Germany. I mean, here he is in Spain in his second missionary journey.
I'm hoping you don't talk about Mourinho because
the
way you are going. Stop talking about Mourinho.
The good thing about Mourinho, I think I saw a story. I saw a story. I think early this morning or late yesterday, where Jude Bellingham and then introduced the mother to the mother has always been a great fan of Mourinho.
Who will not be? Who will not be a great fan of the Syria winner?
Exactly.
And if he's a Syria winner, I don't know what to call Ancelotti.
No. Ancelotti is greater. But you cannot take anything away from Mourinho.
Whether you like it or not.
Yes.
Having won
21 major
honors
in 24
years, the only coach
So
Guardiola has done more.
Hold on.
No.
Ancelotti has done more. Hold on.
We're talking about a grade.
The only coach who have won the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Europa Conference League. Whichever way you want to look at it, this is a Syria winner. And I think Arsenal should get a coach that can win the Champions League.
How do you go from Mourinho to Arsenal?
No. Look, for you might say Arsenal has not tried. but I believe they've tried.
No,
they played.
definitely,
No. They were in the finals. And, I mean, they were in the finals.
I have right in front of me.
Yeah,
Most Champions League, the team that have won the Champions League. I can't find Arsenal.
You can't find us.
Okay,
Don't worry, you start finding us now.
Can we see them?
Start?
Can we see the teams that have won? You know, how many times? The team that have won the Champions League.
I can see Nottingham Forest.
And how many times? Okay, this is it. Real Madrid,
titles, yeah.
15 times. Check the first 5 times. That first one is 55, 56, the initial. 56, 57, 58, 59, 5 in a row. And then it was Benfica that came in 61, 62.
Yeah.
Bella Gottman.
Yeah.
And that is the thing. And then you move to AC Milan 7. Like I said, multiply 7 by 2. You still have to add 1 Jara to get 15. That's where AC Milan is. Come down, you have 2 teams on 6 titles, and that is Liverpool and Bayern Munich. You understand? Bayern, you got 74, 75, 76. I love those 3 years because during those years, it was Rangers was dominating Nigeria. Rangers won the FA Cup in 74, 75, 76. Yeah. The same year, Bayern won those Champions League. And
they have something in common, right?
Yes. And then when you move down, you will see Ajax. I think Ajax.
No, you moved to
Barcelona 5.
Yes.
And they started quite late in 1992. Yeah. But look at from 2006 to 2015. In that period, they won 4 years.
It's been a downward, man.
2009, 2011 by Pep Guardiola. 2015 by Enrique, who got them that particular one. So that is it. And then you come to Ajax after winning 3 times because Bayern took over from Ajax.
Yeah.
Ajax won 71, 72, 73. Where Bayern won 74, 75, 76. It was just, those teams they were winning it. And after then, they didn't come back. They didn't come back until 1995.
With the Kano and Finidi.
Wow. Most iconic.
And then they now lost it the following year to that Juve team. That Juve team in 1996. There you have Inter on Manchester United on 3-3.
Mention it well.
Mention Inter.
I said Inter.
Mourinho now. 2010.
Why are you avoiding it intentionally?
He just won. Okay.
As great as Wenger was, Wenger didn't make this list.
Yemi.
Yes, a lot of great coaches are saying
you should not be addressing me with that statement. Who should I address Jimmy?
But that's why I'm saying
you should address
Wenger
Jimmy.
is doing well with FIFA right now.
All right. So those are the teams that then will now go to 2 titles, and then you have Juventus 85, and that was the I think it was against it was against Liverpool. That disaster happened in 85. That was then in 96, like we said, where they beat Ajax in the finals. And then you see that after 1960, Benfica winning 61, 62, like we said here. I love Chelsea. They won in 2012, and then if you interchange 12, you have 21. So 2012 and 2021. And then they're all the by interim coaches. I mean, the coaches that are just coming, Di Matteo and then Tuchel coming in to come. But Nottingham Forest back-to-back. They only won 1 league title. One league English title, but they won 2 champions because then defending champions automatically go there. Porto in 87. And then
special mention.
And then Mourinho was his first one.
Okay. I love
when he ran throughout the. I remember he's running at that pitch with that is Dracula code at Old Trafford. And then special mention of Borussia Dortmund 1997, which what they would have done this year. I remember that team.
They were not able to.
They were just going from whatever. You outplayed them, but they will outscore you. Celtic, the first British team to win the title, that was in 1967. Hamburg, the great Hamburg team that had some, 1 or 2 Englishmen that was in that particular team. Stuart Bucharest, out of nowhere, the Red Star, they call them the Red Star Brigade, winning it. Olympique Marseille, the only French team
to have won it.
Basiboli. Yes, they live.
There was a Ghanaian in that team.
I think it was in that team.
I think Ayew.
Yes.
Manchester City, Pep Guardiola winning his 3rd title with Manchester City without Lionel Messi, without anybody.
I'm sure you wax lyrical.
And then he did it. Feyenoord, yes, a great team in 1970. Aston Villa completing the English triplete when the English team.
Even Aston Villa.
Yes, Aston Villa. Of course, Aston Villa won Nottingham Forest twice, Manchester United 3. I mean, the
Red Star Belgrade.
Then PSV.
And in the 90s, though.
Yes.
No comment.
The only other time that a Dutch team has won it, PSV, and then Red Star Brigade won it in
You people need to-
I
you need
didn't
to
listen
do-
to the song "We Will Get There" by
you
Boyz
need to-
II Men.
you need to do
So I
better.
just mentioned the after story, So I mean, you can look at this. When you look at this, you find out that if you add England, no, let's go to you have Inter with 3.
Inter with 3.
Inter with 3. Juve with 2.
with 2.
Yeah.
Milan with 7. That is, I mean, that is 12.
12.
The whole of Italy has 12. England, you have 6 for Liverpool,
Yeah.
3 for United, 2
Yeah.
for Forest, 1 for Aston Villa, 1 for City. That is 13. 13 for England. I mean, those are the only you got. Let's forget the other ones.
Other ones.
None of them got up to 15. So even if you add countries together, they won't still
match
they
Real
won't match.
Madrid.
I remove the 5 that Barcelona has won. Because
That is similar to a Cantab now. Liverpool Palace.
they have cantabbed every team. No. They've cantabbed
They have
every team.
lapped everybody.
Because they lapped, the moment they lapped AC Milan
AC
at
Milan
7.
at 7, yeah.
The moment they double that they have, I mean, I can talk about 6, 5, 4.
4.
You understand? And the rest of them all. So I mean, I think people talk about Farmers League.
Give them their flowers.
This is the
real
redefinition of
yeah.
a Farmers League.
Yeah.
And how they keep doing it needs to be studied.
Yeah, let's
They must
get
be doing something like that.
let's maybe one of those Maca, the one of the universities in Spain,
Yeah.
can just go over there and do a course on Real Madrid.
If they can do a course on Drogba,
No, I think
Gerrard,
there
and also
is a
Beckham.
university.
There is one on
There is a
Beckham.
university in Canada, I think Canada or US, I can't remember now, that runs a course on Alex Ferguson.
Ferguson, yes.
You understand
I
the
think,
30
yeah.
years on how he dominated.
Yeah.
So it is those things are the things you see. All right. We're still on football. We'll still open the lines for you guys to join this show because Nigeria takes on South Africa. We are delicately poised at number 3 in the league on the log there. If we can see the log, we can see that. But before we take that, let's just take this aside. When they line up right there, when our players line up, it's not going to be Arise a compatriot. It's going to be
Nigeria will.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be our symbol, that truth and justice reign, in peace or battle or not, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Let's go.
I'm not sure the players can do that.
And the challenge is that you claim to be an ex-international, but right now, I agree you are ex-international.
As
Jimmy, there she is.
Wow.
She said, I don't dey learn my own.
Abi?
Make una begin learn am. o.
Definitely.
Ah.
And I think the Super Eagles also, they will want to sing this.
Yeah.
And regardless of whether anybody has any...
No, we're not talking politics.
We're not talking politics.
Yeah,
but
we talk sports.
the most important thing is you just got to know that the lyrics,
Yeah.
they resonate even with the one that we are saying we are not using again.
Yeah.
So let's go out there, make Nigeria proud, and I speak that to the Super Eagles.
And for those of us still learning it,
Yes.
for those of us still learning it, I think for the players, it's not that they will have a mic, a microphone with them.
Maybe we'll give them earpiece.
Exactly.
You can mime it.
You can mime it.
You can mime
Just
it.
place your hand on the
Just
shoulder.
mime it and
Yeah.
focus on the task at hand. Because
And it's only the first stanza.
that's what.
So I mean, they're not going to all the three stanzas here. It's only the first stanza.
Ken,
So
that
I
reminds
mean,
me of Cameronese when he does sing the national anthem. I mean,
no, Jimmy, I wish you can get that clip
wow.
at the Women's World Cup
Yeah.
when the Brazilian ladies were singing the national anthem, and there was tears.
Yes. I mean, understand what it
When
means.
the Americans sing the national anthem
Yes.
and they see that flag, I tell you this, nothing on earth bothers them.
Wow.
It is a symbol of a people, of,
people,
of
yeah,
what
united,
a
yeah,
nation
is,
And
exactly.
that is the thing. So basically, when you go over there, it's like you are going for a battle and you want to be blessed and you want to say, this is what I want to go to. And I'm fighting for this.
Ken,
And that is the thing.
so not just the Brazilians, not just the Americans.
Yeah.
You see when Nigeria is playing too, you see the passion with which our footballers, even the fans, with
Yeah.
which they follow the national
Yeah.
anthem.
Yeah.
Yes, the likes of Taribo West might not sing, but you see him looking
prepared.
He's prepared
Exactly.
for the
Yeah,
task.
Can you be more patriotic than Taribo? See, we got his green, white, on his
Exactly.
head. I mean, the painting, he wears the flag. He wears the flag right there
yeah.
on his head. He
head.
paints it
The
there.
likes of Sam Soje too.
Of course.
Wearing the bandana.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, that is what we want to open the lines. You guys want to join us? Super Eagles, what do we need to do? Can we see the if we have the table? If we have the table of so you guys know that it's an onerous task. Playing South Africa, probably they'll come here to come and please look for a draw.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And say
Yeah.
that maintains them there and see home advantage. Even if they play draw there, if they will still know that as long as they don't lose to Nigeria.
And one thing you can be sure of is social media will be hot this week. You know the usual social media banter between South Africa and Nigeria.
For this game,
Yeah.
we're condemned to perform.
Definitely. Not perform, win.
We're condemned to win, and that's what
Yeah,
that's
performance.
Yeah, I know,
for
I
us.
get that.
So, and those two games on the 7th against South Africa and on the 10th against Benin Republic, Nigeria must win to stand a chance
And
of even
we are
qualifying.
facing a familiar.
A familiar foe.
Majority of them are
So
Nigerians.
again,
Even on the talking about their manager.
so this is like
Yeah.
this is like the first let me say competitive match for the
Since
for the coach.
Yeah.
And he understands the task at hand. I learn players are already arriving in camp.
I think 13 of them or so.
Are already in camp.
Yeah.
So I'm sure by the end of this weekend, Monday, Tuesday,
I absolutely
we shall
think
be
the
very,
players
very
should
swell
be
camp.
fired up for this. They understand the task, like Yemi has said, and the most important thing is they have to go for a win. There's no need. We know what we are supposed to do, so there's no point talking about a draw because a draw is not going to take you anywhere. We understand that the South Africans, they want to come for revenge. They also, they're a team. They try to be a bogey team. They have defeated us in Euro before, but we are not going to allow that. That has to be the message for the Super Eagles.
Okay, we want to go on a very short break now. And when we come back, the lines will be open. You guys will let us hear you, your take on what you think the Super Eagles will do on Real Madrid, on the teams that are coming second and maybe next season they'll come first. And let's hope they will do. On why that should they retire? I don't know. There are talking points at the French Open. What is going on there? Is Djokovic still there? Is Alcaraz? I mean, Swiatek is saying it is. I'm going for 1, 2, 3. Is it possible? Stay with us until we come back. All right. You're welcome back. It's Channel Sport on Sunday. The lines flashing right there on your screen. Let us know what you think. Like we said, the Olympics is coming up there. We are preparing, and then this is the anthem we are going to sing. Super Eagles there. We'll check the league table. We'll let you understand how we are. I think we are third already, 2 points behind South Africa. And let's see how we can do the catch up, beat them on top and be there and see how. Because they will come here to do all they can, like we said, in order. If they pick a draw, they will see it as a win. Because they will say, let us go to the high altitude in Joburg to go and play us, and then we'll start panting for air. So let's see how we can maximize what they're on the 7th at the Gospel of Pablo Stadium right there on Hill. For you guys that are close by, please start making your arrangements, start preparing to go and cheer the Eagles. It's not just coming to say they are this or they are that. Give the little that you can. And that is the support. The 12th man is what matters. And then in Lagos today, like we said, in the NPFL fixtures, we have a Sporting Lagos taking on the Rangers table toppers, and then our shooting stars, our rejuvenated shooting stars, doing more than where everybody expected them to during the first half. That they weren't doing well, but they just came back and then finding themselves right there, seeing that they might go to the continent to represent Nigeria. And then if they do that, if you have Rangers and shooting, it will go back to the 70s and 80s. Where these guys are the dominant teams. Abia Warriors are also doing well. Insurance yesterday 1-2-0 against Jimmy. You can take those results.
Okay, so Bender Insurance defeated Katsina United 2-0. Doma United, a home win for them against Lobby Stars. And Caterpillars lost to Remo Stars.
Last minute
goal by Undoka Junior.
It was. And the keeper went for it and God, and then missed it. It was just a simple tapping, the kind of goal that Ronaldo loved to score. You understand? And so. Where's in the house? You guys are all Ronaldo. Okay, let's go to Carlo. Carlo is before we take up. Hello, Carlo, how are you? Carlo, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, let's hear you.
Super Eagles all the way.
Super Eagles all the way.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let you. Chukwueze is fit. He was injured by his feet, but Osimhen will be out.
Yes. Up Madrid yesterday.
Is Madrid your team?
Yes, it's Manchester United.
Okay, you guys tried now. You got FA Cup. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Carlo. Thank you so much for calling. Okpa is in the house.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And our viewers are ready.
You hailing our viewers at home. Okpa, okay, let's just. I was just looking at the French Open right now, and I'm saying that Djokovic, Casper Ruud, and Taylor Fritz. But as we are speaking now, Tsitsipas is set down and then trailing. I think 2-4. In his third round game. But Djokovic, his age catching up with him. Of course, he did have a great game, but this last game he went the distance.
Yeah, I think the last year he had the same problem with Lorenzo.
Okay.
He retired injured, and yesterday, because as at the fourth game was it 2-2 or 4-2? I thought it would, because aside from the first game, we watched even the 7-5. The other game, the guy was taken to the distance. So I was shocked when I woke up. I dozed off, and I was shocked when I saw 6-0 for the last set. So it's not that age is catching up, but this is a customer he has always been having problem with, and I think that was what
but I think Father Time is undefeated, and we saw that with Nadal. Regardless of how good you are at a point, age begins to catch up with you. And regardless of how good you really are on any surface, you find out that you are not able to, marshal wins out the way you used to. But Djokovic, you always know that he's a threat. But it doesn't mean that he doesn't face customers, so to say, like Okwe did say, Musetti is being one. Yeah. Is about, if you look at the circuit at this point in time, there are not too many major offsets. Apart from Nadal that went out in the first round.
Because you don't play very vacuum. I think that is unfair. To me here.
What is unfair?
No.
What's unfair?
I was actually going to write a protest on his behalf.
Oh.
You don't a 14. Look at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
We are saying Madrid, a 14-time champion must be given that respect. They would have seeded him. No. Going into that team unseeded, it's a crime against tennis.
But except I'm wrong, I don't think Zverev had won any Grand Slam. So playing for a 14-time Grand Slam winner against a guy still looking for his 4th Grand Slam, I don't think it's too much.
I think it was a.
No, but we're talking about the top, one of the top seeds here.
Has he won anything?
Ranking, and a lot of people.
He has won. He has won a lot of ATP titles. He has won the season-ending.
Has he won a Grand Slam?
Yeah, to get it.
That he has not won a slam. He has played in slam finals. Has not played in Grand Slam finals.
US Open 2020.
And good. So what we are saying is this.
I
don't care whether he was trying.
Before he got his 2.
He lost 5 finals.
Yes.
Well, okay, maybe that means maybe Zverev also will win his own finals.
How many Champions League has
he won in the last. He won.
But they've not won anything.
Let's go to Anambra. Chuka is calling us. You guys, you cannot keep on oppressing me on this set. Chuka, let's talk to Chuka. Chuka, how are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Chuka.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, go on.
Please, I have a question to ask.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Very clear.
Okay. I have a question to ask.
Yeah.
Whenever Nigeria have an important match to play, Osimhen will have. Osimhen will be in injury. I don't know why this is happening to Osimhen. All the time, Nigeria have an important match to play. We will not find Osimhen there.
We don't know.
And I'm happy for Real Madrid yesterday and my man Rudiger. In fact, the guy is a baller. He's trying, he's doing his best. And I love everyone there in the studio. Take it.
Thank you so much.
Which club do you support?
I'm a Chelsea fan.
You are a Chelsea. Oh, so you lost Rudiger. That was I was actually trying to, because something told me you lost Rudiger. And your defense became baskets. Anyway, no.
Come again.
No, you had me. I said your defense became Akbere. You know they call Akbere in Yoruba? Your basket was that leaking water. Which club do you support in Nigeria? Which is your Nigerian club? Your Nigerian club?
I'm supporting Enyimba.
I am supporting, or you support Enyimba? I am supporting Enyimba.
I'm supporting Enyimba.
All right, Chika, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chuka. That's Chuka. He's a Chelsea fan. They lost Rudiger. Chelsea fans, we are abusing at one point. Sometimes we fans, we are terrible.
Thank God he left.
You found a new leader.
When I first saw Rudiger play, it was what is this this tournament before the World Cup? This CAF. No. FIFA Federation. I think FIFA Federation Cup. That is when I first saw him. That's when I first saw him. I said, who is this? You know? And then suddenly, whatever. Then the next day, the guy just landed chairs, and at a point, he made, sometimes you have players, you have a dip in form.
Like
the next thing they were done. But the moment the guy.
Straight bullet everywhere. Harry Maguire.
Maguire just won the FA Cup. Unlike some placeholders. I love it here. If you shoot me, I shoot you. Yeah. So we must get it done. Okay, but in Lagos, like we said, it will Rangers taking up Sporting Lagos. Rangers, I mean, they have this intent. During the week, I saw them unveil their foundation. They are being run. I mean, Rangers is trying to put, first of all, I saw a lot of that Davidson Wumi did.
Yep.
And right now,
Amobi.
Okay, let's go to Zaria because Aziz is joining us. Aziz, how are you? Hello, Aziz. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Aziz. How are you?
Fine, sir. I'm fine.
Okay, let's hear you.
Good afternoon.
Let us hear you. Good afternoon. Hi, Zaria.
Zaria is doing well.
Okay, so let us hear. Let's get a contribution. Aziz, are you there? Okay, he told us good afternoon. Zaria is doing well. I think that is that's something.
2016, they actually did win under Imama. Fantastic football they played around. Right now they are leading, and there's something they normally do. There's this commercial exposition I think at some point in time, they were not getting it done. But with Amobi Ezeaku in the saddle right now, he's doing the same with the foundation, getting influencer celebrities to align with the foundation, and they are doing quite a number of things beyond the field. So what they are doing basically is they are doing stuff on the field, doing stuff off the field, trying to align everybody back to bring Rangers back to the
former glory
days. And I think
days.
it's something fantastic to see, and that's why we say let's have administrators that actually know the honors. They understand the game and they understand how to bring the best out of the sporting establishments they represent.
You see,
Jimmy, what happens when Amobi leaves?
Continuity, I understand. And last week we talked about Edo Queens. Good enough, Edo Queens won. And Ken actually did say something about the fact that if an administrator is there, it is the legacy the person entrenches that is the most important. So what that means is, if Amobi Ezeaku does do well and he does leave, if the legacy is properly entrenched, you have that continuity in the club.
Well, let's go to Gudu. We'll come back to this. Hello.
Mr. Ken.
Oh dear.
Mr. Ken.
Oh dear, how are you?
My brother, where you don't say when I don't see you. You still let you go stay there. Don't worry. Me and you, I will come visit you for office one of these days.
Be coming down. Be coming down.
Okay, how now?
Fine.
This your program. No, it's very good. Let me just tell you something I want to contribute have to do with Real Madrid.
Okay.
Real Madrid is not just a team. Check the way they. It's not Chelsea that will employ a coach today. They sack him tomorrow. They look for the most expensive player in the world to.
Why this tribulate now?
Hold on now. Wait, you just wait. Arsenal don't the less small team.
Oh,
that's why you see them. They are training people from their school. Man City, the same thing they do, though it's a little bit different.
Okay.
Next year, except if Madrid said they don't want to play Champions League, they will win. Those people are not coming to play now. Is it Rodri? Is it Valverde?
I wanted to doubt you. But I just realized that Mbappe is coming.
Coming. That's what I want to tell you. But they will never see. Thank you.
Thank you, Odia. Thank you so much.
But guy, it's not that Madrid to have patience with coaches.
I was going to say that because they don't have that. They don't keep coaches for long.
The truth is, while we were coming, something I was, reminiscing on something. I said, the more Chelsea sack their coaches,
the more
because when they sack, the next squad that come, we win the Champions League or win the Europa League, whatever it is.
Get them a double.
You understand? Look at Di Matteo, that won their first Champions League. He just came on interim basis. I think he replaced ABV or something, and then he won. Tuchel came. I think it was in January they signed Tuchel.
I think months after he won.
He continued and he won. This guy
Ancelotti, Good Games, all of them.
No. When is this former Liverpool manager? That was Valencia.
Benitez.
Yes.
Benitez came in to win Europa for them. In fact, they even had a part-time manager in Hiddink. And he won 2 trophies. He was a part-time coach. So as long as they have the money to pay,
and it works for them.
Now, somebody was at Arsenal for 22 years. He didn't win the Champions League.
He didn't win the Champions League.
At the end of the day, what Arsene Wenger did for Arsenal and what the Arsenal hegemony is still doing at this point in time should be studied. In terms of
study what?
In terms of
who is
studying
failure?
He said we should study Arsenal. Please, Jimmy, don't bastardize that word. Kayode want to talk to us. Please. Be coming down now. Hello, Kayode. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kay. How are you?
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday.
Okay, how's everything, sir?
We are fine. Let's hear from you, Kayode.
Hala Madrid.
Hala Madrid. Hala.
Hala Madrid.
Yes, sir. Is that your club?
Our team is coming back very soon.
Which one is our team? Please, let not be Arsenal,
Our
please.
Chelsea.
Oh, okay. I mean, you have two.
Holy Ghost fire. I can't be Arsenal forever. Arsenal,
This is no. They are the great gunners. 13 times FA Cup champions. That is, you can't beat that. They are the best in the FA Cup in England.
The best club in the London. That's for Chelsea.
See, Arsenal won the league unbeaten. Chelsea never tried.
That's 20 years ago. They have won the league and they will never.
They won it unbeaten. Okay.
If I go and play today, sir.
No. They are playing on the 7th, on Friday. On Friday. Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
All right.
All the way. Super Eagles all the way.
Super Eagles all the way. We pray so. We and hope so.
Okay.
And walk towards
Can
it.
you update us on Chelsea transfer?
Chelsea transfer. I think
Can you update us?
you have signed the coach.
We have signed a coach now.
That's the confirmed transfer. You sign more coaches than players.
But Tosin's on the way.
Tosi, you agree. Tosi, you agree.
Tosin's on the way.
Yeah, so you know now.
Our own Nigerian guy.
Yes. Nigerians have done well for Chelsea, actually. Obi Mikel was there. Anyway, Celestine Babayaro cemented that number 3.
River Supers.
Yeah, River Supers going to Bal, and we remember we followed them at when they qualified, and they went over there to Kigali and did us proud. They lost that semi-final to Ali of Libya, but then went to played the 3rd place match and they were on the podium. And coming back, congratulations to Reverse Hoopers. Let us see how some days we shall dominate. It is difficult, like we said, most of these Egyptian teams. I don't know. The Angolans used to be so dominant.
Because they do have the structure.
And that's it. It's not rocket science.
I also happy with the way Perry played Divine AK, Yebamji. They were throwing 3-pointers and they really showed that, yes, they were dominant all through the quarters. And this is lovely to see. Ogo Daudu also emerged the best coach. And this is one of the things that we love to see about Rivers. Rivers United, they are not performed this season, but Rivers Supers have made. They made.
And there was the marathon that they just ran the reverse marathon yesterday.
Yeah.
I wish we had clips of that marathon. They also ran the reverse marathon yesterday.
Ken, you spoke to dominance. You see, in every human endeavor, if you want to be dominant, if you want to do well, you need to plan. You need to put in the work. You look at areas. Okay, during preseason for any team, you look at teams. You look at your team. You look at area where you are
SWOT
deficient.
analysis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at area where you are strong. Look at area where you are deficient, and you find a way to block those. But
let me ask you this:
was
Arsenal unfortunate? Let us be sincere. Were they unfortunate this season? Because you can't say they didn't put on the work. They beefed up the team. They had. They came in there. What Arteta did.
Yeah.
What Arteta did. That slip. I remember you see the man was pursuing two things. Yeah. Do I take the league or do I take the Champions League? I went to do that balance against Aston Villa. If he had said, look, Bayern, we can whatever, let us take this. You understand? Because sometimes you make a slip. But if you had started with a starting lineup, not afraid of what's going to happen, let us,
So Ken, you don't come second back to back without having to have put in the work.
Yeah.
That shows that at least they're consistent. If remove City from that, Arsenal would have won exactly
a couple of times.
A couple of times, but again, the City side. Exactly.
See,
the City side led by Pep.
No. Talk Pep. Talk Pep. You see, don't know whatever it is. Say Pep.
Is Pep not the coach of City?
They're refusing to say Mourinho.
You guys said I said, but you push to say Pep.
Ken, Steve McManaman said something yesterday which should not be lost on us. He was saying something about Madrid. I was even telling Mourinho, said, look, while he was there in the 90s, some backroom staff that were in Madrid at the Bernabeu were still there, even when Mourinho was there. And as of yesterday, they were still part of. So they run Madrid like a country where the politicians will come and go, but the civil servants will remain.
The core fabric of the club. Exactly. And that's why
there are clubs that have identity. You understand? And
not a club that a coach is coming to create
and that was why
or impose
like
his own identity.
The late Beckenbauer will say he would rather prefer the German players going to Real Madrid than England. Because it would be like a plug and play for the German players leaving Bayern Munich for the La Liga with Real Madrid and going to any wishy-washy clubs in England.
So Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U, they become
apart from the fact that Bayern beat Arsenal, as the English should not be flogging them anyhow. As the English not be flogging them.
Which English team?
The Rudiger. I mean, understand one thing. There was a time that most managers would say, I don't want my player to play in England. But you check it, the French national team, so that when they won the World Cup, you see their players coming from England. The English league has evolved. You understand? Absolutely. Pep, it is not formally to be kick and follow. Yes. So whatever. But
are you ascribing that to? No, are you ascribing that to Pep?
Starting with Sir Alex. You understand? I mean, Sir Alex, if you watch... No, this is not it.
Yes.
If you watch the Scholes, Beckham, if you watch those boys play football, for goodness sake, you wonder...
You love it.
saw the legacy. You talked about legacy and the continuity. We saw it. Now we are still...
Sir Alex was fortunate because he had a Wenger coming from Japan to give him that push. And that was what changed the face of English football.
What first motivated Alex was knocking Liverpool off their pitch.
Yeah,
there was a target even before Wenger came in '98.
There was
Wenger came in '96. Wenger came in '96. No, Wenger came in '96.
I'm talking about Fergie.
Fergie came in 80. I think it is. Fergie won the FA Cup in 1990 now.
Fergie came in after the World Cup in Mexico.
Yes. All right, we are going seconds to go.
Great to see Zhang defeat Wilder.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't talk about it, but I like what I see, and I think that the heavyweight division will get more interesting in coming bouts.
Are you saying Wilder's? Are you saying TV? I won't say TB Joshua. Anthony Joshua. Are you seeing Anthony Joshua having a crack at other Du Bois or having a... Zhang is 41, for goodness sake. He's 41.
Joshua will take him out.
Joshua will take him out.
Take Du Bois out?
Yes.
He said we'll take Zhang out. Yeah.
Zhang out or Du Bois?
Zhang.
I doubt it.
No, I don't think any of them is a match for Joshua.
Absolutely. And again, the much touted Jimmy's Wilder.
Jimmy don't have confidence in Wilder. Jimmy will tell you.
I've always said he's a bomb.
But let us say, as we close this, let us think about Wilder. I mean, what motivated this man? The poverty. At a point, here was a man who was working 3 jobs a day. Okay. He became a punching bag for people like Hayes.
Something will motivate him. And I think it's done for.
That, but the trilogy between Fury and Wilder has taken the stuff out of
Wilder.
You are talking about this way. We need to celebrate what he has done, what brought him. Family.
No doubt
to take care of his family.
Exactly.
And we want to inspire more people. Look at it. Forget that he's been knocked out. Forget whatever it is. But getting to where he was starting boxing at what made him do that, becoming a punching bag and sparring partners together before he got to whatever. I'm telling you, that was what the sparring partner is, a punching bag.
Exactly.
Anyway, may we achieve our dreams, may we achieve our goals. It is Channel Sport on Sunday. Before we come in on Sunday, probably Nigeria will have beaten South Africa. But like we always say here, as we end it and continue, I'm Ken Ochonongo. God bless Nigeria.